This has to be my largest haul yet, from coloring supplies to coloring books. I came across some amazing deals on new and used books over the past few months, so let's take a stroll through my largest coloring book haul. First, let's talk about digital coloring books. I'd say most of these fall under fantasy and mythology, which is one of my weaknesses. Coco Wayu's digital coloring books. So Beauties in Fairyland got all these fairies, cute creatures, and I really like the design on here. And for goddesses, I'm a big fan of mythology, so I really like the options for goddess portraits. And then let's move on to Galaxy Queen. This one has everything you want. Portraits and funky hairstyles and stuff like that, so this one I couldn't resist. Valerie at Art a la Carte is one of the original YouTubers I followed when I got back into art last year. And I just realized that the YouTube channel has been retired, so I grabbed the coloring pages on Etsy in case that also retires. And next up is Spirit of the Past by Katerina Babarakina. She's got all kinds of coloring books up there, and I was actually on the hunt for the physical version of this copy for months there. But since I waited for months, I just went ahead and grabbed the digital copy. Next up is Foresta by Ellie Marks, the illustrator behind Flower Haiku. This book has all kinds of forest dwellers. Next up isn't about forest dwelling, but it has all kinds of epic scenes related to A Court of Thorns and Roses. I grabbed a 60-page coloring book from Storybook Dream Art. They've got some beautiful coloring books that I'd like to purchase one day if any of these go on sale, but this one is dedicated to the Hidden City in the Sarah J. Maas book series. And then the last digital book I grabbed was actually on Amazon. I had some free credits for some Kindle books, and I picked up The Celestial Watercolor by Elise Mahan and Dr. Mick Elroy. So one of the things to note is that this is a haul from August, September, October, and a little bit November. In August, I celebrated a birthday, and my brothers and family can get very generous. So some of these are gift cards, and I'm very thankful for supporting me along my coloring journey. As we continue fantasy, so I have the holy grail of books. Kind of one of those things that I just waited for so long, and I cannot believe I finally have this book. And the next book is Brothers Grimm. This one was super fascinating to me, not just because it's got a beautiful cover. It has like a different type of style. There's a little humor. It does have regular paper, but I don't know about you, but I'm a huge fan of like fairy tale stuff, so this was a must when I saw some of this. Yeah, I can't wait to color in this soon. And then the other book I have been wanting to get for a very long time as well, Secret World. I know there's quite a few colorists that adore this illustrator's work, and I just had to pick this up. It's like I can't even pick a page I would start with. Yeah, this is just a neat book. Dragon Riders by Arkady Reutemann. Do have a flip through on the channel for this, so I won't go through too much, but I really like the different scenes. I wish the line art wasn't so thick, but I'll get over it, I'm sure, once I'm coloring. Speaking of fantasy, there are 3 books here. This is a multi-coloring book set from Walmart. Reasonable price for 2 books too, so I was very impressed with that. So let's check them out. These are all the same size, which is kind of interesting. It's almost like they came from the same publisher. Let's check out Lord of the Rings. Take a sneak peek. Yep, everything you would imagine in the film. The size of these, by the way, they're just a lot more compact. This is like a normal Amazon size, and this is the size of these. So they're definitely travel worthy in my opinion, because they are very compact to fit in a bag. Let's check out The Hobbit. Look at that. Beautiful. This is an upcoming animated film. So I wanted to pick this up because I am a huge Lord of the Rings goober. Looks very anime style art too, which I don't mind. I do have a flip through for this one as well. Let's move on to water. One of the things I really wanted to do this year was watercolor. And this is more therapeutic than it is actually anything, is a water activated book. I think I recall something like this when I was a child. This book is actually really nicely done though. It's kind of special. Like this would be a gift I would give somebody that just wanted to relax and just move water on the page, you know? So I got this more of a relaxing, therapeutic thing, but this is going to be fun for like Christmas, and who can go wrong with Thomas Kincaid? And then these were on sale. They've been on my wish list for a very long time. I think they were 30 or 40% off, so I picked them up. But this one, I heard really good things about the paper and some of the techniques. And I've done watercolors before. I'm not really proficient in watercolors, but so it's more of like a workbook, but I really think that I'll enjoy this over the holidays. So very excited about the jungle. And then this is the other one. This one's more about techniques than it is like a workbook. I thought it was a workbook, but I think there are some things on here. Yeah, there's some things. It's just kind of giving you designs and stuff, but I wanted to pick it up just to play around with it. So that'll be another fun one to check out and try my own. This is a book similar to Little Fur Balls. I think it's called Fur Balls. It's Diane DeFar. Same size as that book. I don't know if I saw any pages. This was a used book. I tend to buy a lot of used books, but thankfully it looks like nothing's in here. Awesome. So that is the Animox. I think that's Animo is probably what it is. Next up is cute and cozy coloring books. So Cozy Spaces by Rita Prince. All these just adorable scenes. Like I could see myself in all these scenes because I have my garden and I've got these like cozy spaces around the house. Yeah, I could see myself in a lot of these scenes, so I had to pick up this one. And the next one, I actually have a flip through up on the channel for. It's My Best Christmas by Alexandra Zakara-Koris. Really love the polar bear scenes. I don't know about you, but I'm not really big into Santa Claus. I mean, I'm fine with Santa Claus, but I'm not like, I gotta color Santa Claus. I'm more into the wintry scenes. I love the style that she has in this book. Speaking of cute, this is Chompy Fluff Monsters by Morgan O'Brien. I was a huge fan of Land Before Time, so when I saw this book, I had to pick it up. Yep. I have another book. I was really intrigued with Jen Racine's work. She's got more easy, thicker line art, and I think she would be something that a lot of people that like the thicker lines would enjoy that are adult coloring. But I was really captivated by this style, just being able to see the stuff for each era. So I am very excited to have another retro themed coloring book. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. Space by Hannah Carlson. I've been eyeballing this book for almost a year now, and it finally got on sale, so I had to pick up a copy. I have got a lot of Hannah Carlson books, and I've been coloring in them all year long, so I need to put like a Hannah Carlson collection up on the channel soon. Build a Poster coloring book. So this was on sale recently as I was doing some research on different illustrators, and I'm trying to think of where I would actually place this because I do want to actually build the poster. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I think I can make it work. There is another book I got. This one was at Hobby Lobby. This is The Splendor of Trees. I'm a huge nature lover, so having an elegant book about trees is beautiful. I think this is my first time getting Sarah's books. This is a 2023 release. Nice quality paper, interesting focus on all the branches and trees. Lots of open space, so I cannot wait to try my Neocolors on here. And the last cozy coloring book is Mindful Sanctuary by RYVE. I really love the variety in the books, but it's just so incredible to have a publisher that understands quality of paper. Let's move on to storytelling coloring books. I love storybooks. I don't know, that's just me, and was so in love with Jae-Eun Lee's Wizard of Oz coloring book that I had, that coloring challenge in August, that when I noticed these used books, I was just, they are all gonna get collected. That's just gonna happen. And then the other book that I got was The Snow Queen, and I forgot that it's got kind of an eeriness about it, so I think this is like the perfect holiday book for Halloween meets winter. What was super surprising is when I went through and checked out the Beauty and the Beast. Beautiful illustrations, but the quality of paper it's almost like Amazon paper. I'm not sure what happened, or maybe it was just a reprint, and they ran out of the quality paper. As I continue my stories, we've got Escape to Oz, Wives and Warriors. These illustrations are just, look at some of these. Most of them are actually spreads. And here's another weakness of mine, video game coloring books. Wasteland is actually a really cool book. I don't know if you've ever played Fallout, but that Fallout 4 is probably one of my favorite games. Same goes for the Redemption. This book is double the amount of pages. If you've played that game, Red Dead Redemption, it doesn't matter if you're a gamer. I think Redemption is for anybody that loves the Wild West. But if you've played the video game related to this, then you'll have even more interest in this book. This is the Mutant Chronicles, so it's kind of like the second version, the other book I just shared. I liked that there was more people in it instead of just landscapes or scenery. I'm very excited about coloring this book. Let's move on to the next thing. I bet you everybody has Creative Haven books. And I finally picked up my first Creative Haven book about a month ago. I got Skyscapes by Jessica. And once I saw these were on buy two get one, I had to pick up obviously 3, right? And I do know that these don't come on great paper, but I really like Marjorie Sarnett's illustration style. Beautiful unicorns. And some incredible mythical beasts and castles and stuff like that. And lastly, I have 2 more books. This one's actually from Amanda Colors, the 2025 Physical Coloring Journal. I actually love supporting other colorists, but having somebody that has been involved with the community for long enough to know exactly what you need, I wanted to see if this would help me out. So, very impressed, Amanda, and congrats on getting your journal published. The last book is vintage themed. So this book has a lot of different ads, magazines, all around the vintage pop culture. The paper in this book is Amazon paper. It's still fascinating to see this era in a coloring book. Well, that's the first haul, so be sure to check back for the second one. Now I'm off to reorganize my bookshelves, and I'm not looking forward to how this will affect my untouched book stats. I hope this video brightens your day as much as it did mine. Thanks for watching.